How rallying came to be, an adventure over a century in the making. It all started in the late 19th century when the automobile was still a novelty and a trip to another city was a real adventure. In 1894, the French newspaper Le Petit Journal decided to organize an unusual event, a race between self-propelled carriages, the first automobiles, on the Paris-Rouen road. It wasn't a sprint for speed, but more of a test drive. Reliability, ease of handling, and comfort were evaluated. Back then, the winners were not the fastest, but the most reliable. In 1895, the competition became more serious. Paris-Bordeaux, Paris. Over 100 kilometers, Mo Levasseur won driving a Panhard et Levasseur, standing up. Yes, he believed that it offered a better view of the road. However, the true rally era began in 1911 when the Principality of Monaco, aiming to attract wealthy tourists during the winter season, organized the first Monte Carlo Rally. But it was something special. Participants started from different cities across Europe: Paris, Berlin, Geneva, Vienna, Buenos Aires, and had to finish in Monte Carlo. They were judged not only on speed, but also on the appearance of the crew, the elegance of the car, comfort, and even the driver's look. Henri Rougier won in a Turcat-Méry, which had a top speed of just over 50 km/h, and the driver himself covered part of the route off-road in a leather jacket and a pilot's cap. This was a period when cars barely made it on their own on the track. Spare parts were carried along, and a mechanic was a constant passenger. What were the first cars in rallying like? By modern standards, these early cars can't really be called racing cars. But at the time, they represented the pinnacle of engineering. De Dion-Bouton, a French light car with a twin-cylinder engine, very reliable. Itala, an Italian company popular beyond Italy, especially in France. Renault AG1, a car used as a taxi during World War I. Turcat-Méry, a prestigious brand from Marseille on which the first Monte Carlo Rally was won. All these cars had wooden chassis, open bodies, and could reach speeds of 60 to 80 km/h on cobblestone and gravel roads. The interwar era, rally becomes an adventure. In the 1920s-30s, tough multi-day routes emerged: Alpine Rally Coupe de Lille, narrow roads through the French, Swiss, and Italian Alps. Changes in elevation, snow, nighttime stages. Liège-Rome-Liège, a marathon of several thousand kilometers without breaks, practically without sleep. Arc Rally, Great Britain, 1932, closer to the modern format, a road across the country, various surfaces, reliability above all. During this period, cars with fully metal bodies appeared, along with the first front-wheel drive models. For example, the Citroën Traction Avant, a real hit in the 1930s rally scene, considered clingy to the road. Post-war, a new era. New cars. After World War II, rallying became more popular and organized. In 1953, the European Rally Championship was established, uniting the most prestigious events: Monte Carlo, Acropolis, the Thousand Lakes Rally, Finland. Notable cars of the 1950s include Lancia Aurelia B20, fast and refined; Saab 92, the Swedish oddball with front-wheel drive, incredibly effective on snow; Austin Healey 100, a British classic, fast but temperamental. Interesting facts: in early rallies, the navigator didn't read a legend because it didn't exist yet. He literally had a map on his knees and a compass. Drivers wore separate goggles for dust, as roads were dirt and the bodies open. During night stages, headlights were often supplemented with acetylene lamps. One crew in the 1930s took a dog as a mascot and won a stage. Rallying started as a noble journey full of adventures, where style and reliability were valued as much as speed. Over time, it evolved into a true test for both people and machines, and became one of the most challenging motorsport disciplines in the world.